how do you interact with the 2 year MBA versus your PGPX?
And the PGPX class has always been small, 100 students a year. Our median salary for the PGPX program is around 35 to 30, I think it's around 35 lakhs. All the smart minds went to PGP. So it was stressful to not get placed because everybody around me was placed, and they shortlisted me, and then I interviewed with the CFO. So the school has also realized the importance of the 1 year MBA, because so we all live in the same campus, just that we have slightly better dorms because we pay more fees. The placements are also different from the 2 year.
Anirudh, can I ask you a question? When you say PGPX,
Yeah,
that's the 1 year program versus PGP being the 2 year
yes,
program. Is that right?
that's correct.
And PGPX is everyone with WorkX or?
Everyone will work. So the minimum requirement for the IMAs 1 year is 4 years. For IMB, the minimum work ex requirement is 5 years. So it's even more stricter. IMA's 1 year MBA, full-time MBA PGPX is on similar methodology. The pedagogy is the same as the 2 year. The professors are the same. It's just that the duration is 1 year.
But Anirudh, coming back to your IIM Ahmedabad, the PGPX versus PGP,
Yeah.
and I'm using the word versus and not in a confrontation, but is it different in terms of your daily routine? Is it different in terms of do you stay apart from each other, or how do you interact with the 2 year MBA versus your PGPX?
So I'll tell you, historically, there's always been this disconnect between both the programs, because PGP has a legacy of 60 plus years, and PGPX is around, this is the 20th year, and the PGPX class has always been small, because there are only like 100 students a year, right, for PGPX, while PGP has a lot more each year. So the level of alumni are also different, and historically, all the smart minds went to PGP. But things are changing now. There is an equal balance in terms of smartness and creativity between both the programs. And now, in a historic move, the student body has now included PGPX in it. So PGPX will now get elected as part of the student body overall. So the school has also realized the importance of the 1 year MBA, because that is the program that gets ranked globally as an MBA and not the 2 year, because the 2 year is MIM technically globally. So, and we are climbing the ranks year on year. So the level of importance that has been given has increased, and the interaction on. So we all live in the same campus, just that we have slightly better dorms because we pay more fees. Our fees are not subsidized. If you take the student accommodation and not the married accommodation, where you get a house, when I was there, it was 32 lakhs, and then you pay 3 lakhs more for the
32
international
lakhs for one
immersion
year.
program for
Wow.
1 year. So that is the fees in terms of placements, because this 1 year program is targeted for mid-career professionals. The placements are also different from the 2 year. The 2 year, because a lot more freshers are there, companies that are into consulting or IB who prefer young blood would go there, and they don't really come not as much to the 2 year because they're experienced folks. So more corporates, other functions would prefer more experienced people for their roles. So the placements are also different that way. Somebody looking to grow deeper or up in the corporate ladder within their division or the function would prefer a PGPX, or somebody who wants to sort of change their industry can also come to PGPX. So more mid-senior to senior leadership positions are the kind of placements that open up with PGPX.
So how do the placements? Do you have like still like a day zero, day one, like the PGP program, or
PGP, but
is
it's
it
not.
slightly different?
But it's not, because it's senior people. It is not all done during the wave. We also have a rolling placement, because a lot of companies open up their positions for senior leadership, not just on one day, right? They will probably do
So it's
over
more like real life.
more real life. Yeah, of course, the students, as with any IMA, run the show. Even at PGPX, it's a student-driven thing, but we also have a corporate relationship manager and support from the placement office. So they hire a professional management team to help with the resumes and interviews as well. So that service is also given.
So where did you get placed, and how was that experience for you, the days or whatever
Uh,
rolling?
for me, it was very stressful. I'm going to be very open. I did not get placed during the wave because the kind of companies that came in were not what I wanted, and what they wanted was not what I was offering. There was that mismatch. Like I interviewed for L'Oreal and some other consulting companies. But it was more of a finance focused role, and honestly, the reason I did MBA was to get out of those roles. So it didn't really work out for me, but so it was stressful to not get placed because everybody around me was placed. And I remember one of our professors had told us, give serendipity a chance. So I thought I'll just give it for once. And then randomly in February, I got a shortlist from this one fintech called Open Financial Technologies. Now it wasn't in my radar, like fintech was not. But then they really liked my profile and they shortlisted me. And then I interviewed with their CFO and co-founder, and then with their SVP of finance. And they said, they're building a paratrooper team for the founder's office, sort of solving challenges as they come. So that really excited me. It has been an exciting journey here. But yeah, it was stressful in those 2 months when I was not placed.
Yeah. So it has a mix of creativity on one side and your previous experience as a CA auditor and the financial part of it.
Yeah, it all that's
That's
why they
great.
really like my profile, because I was an IPO consultant as well. And
Hmm.
I had helped some startups with their IPO journey and things like that. So I think it sort of attracted them to my profile. Yeah.
Just one more thing on that. How does that relate to your average salary of your batch and the maximum and the minimum in your batch of PGPX?
Yeah, so one thing mix about IMA is we get an audited report, but IMB does not release. Uh, so everything is out in the open, and our median salary for the PGPX program is around 35 to 30. I think it's around 35 lakhs. That's a median, not average. So it's a pretty good salary right out of MBA for sure. But like I said, PGPX is ranked one in career progression on the third year. So the true return that you're going to get is probably when you jump jobs.